Welcome to Virtually Redundant, a podcast formerly hosted by three jaded IT people. Only one of them has gone missing. The drama, the chaos.
Oh no.
Yeah. Will the podcast be improved? Who knows?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So-
No, for those who don't know the voices and who don't give a shit or whatever, it's Darren. He's not with us at the moment. Last we heard, he went up to a farm upstate, So
Yeah. Upstate.
no, he's very busy. He's very busy at the moment. So he'll come back eventually, won't he? Right, Connor.
So for anyone who's joining us for the first time, we started off, and we still intend to be vaguely a technology industry podcast. However, we do go off on multiple tangents for those of you who are joining us for the first time. And on that front, I'm going to try and bring us back on track a little bit today. This is kind of like a soft relaunch of the podcast in a way. We're going to try and stick to a vaguely technology related subject. So on that, with a tangent out of nowhere, we recently went on an airplane, which was great fun. And it just brought me back to, back in the day, or if you've gone on an airplane in years past, they do the safety announcement and no one ever really pays attention properly. But, on this flight it was different, there was a different energy. They go, welcome on board this Boeing. And then suddenly everyone's like, oh no, everyone's looking panicked and worried. And to compound it, the stewardess was doing the usual safety demonstration. And she got the oxygen mask and went, if this drops from the ceiling, please pull it like this. And she went to pull on it to demonstrate. And the thing ripped in half. And cue outbreak of very nervous laughter on board this Boeing flight. Thankfully, we survived.
I don't know. I want if there is an incident and my oxygen doesn't go, that's the best way to go. Just oxygen deprivation. Like if the planes go down and I pull my mask and it rips in half. Well, I'm that's a good way to go. Just on a high, if you get me.
Yeah, I suppose fantastic advertisement for Boeing Technologies. Like, this will put you at ease, everyone. Let me rip this mask apart right in front of your very eyes. But on that, so I suppose in terms of technology, I wanted to treat today's podcast segment, I suppose, a bit like a public service announcement. We're called Virtually Redundant. I'm a 2-time redundancy champion here on the Virtually Redundant podcast. And I suppose I know unfortunately a lot of people have been laid off throughout 2023 and going into 2024, especially in the gaming industry. And I suppose I just wanted to put out a PSA about ATS. So have you heard about ATS, Daniel?
I think my car has one.
No, that's ABS. That stops your brakes locking.
Is
ATS.
Traction system? Yeah.
No, it's not a traction system. No.
Automatic traction system. There you go. That's what it is.
No, applicant tracking It's an applicant tracking system. Okay.
Okay. No, I know applicants. I know what tracking means, and I know what systems are. So yeah. So hit me.
Okay. Good start. Right. So an ATS, for those not in the know, it's quite common practice now. So if you go to apply for jobs, all those jobs that you've been ghosted for, that you've applied for, and they always ghost you and you never hear back from. ATS is probably responsible for a good bit of that. So an ATS is, I suppose, an AI, if we want to get into that, software that will automatically review the first portion of your CV typically, define what percentage match it is to the criteria defined by the recruiter. And if you don't match that, it will chuck it straight in the bin.
Yeah, it's just a simple fuzzy matching type thing. It's like, oh, this job was looking for Java experience. Does you see a CV of Java? No, well, go into the bin you go. That kind of.
So the reason why this might be, I suppose, just put it out there. If you are, I suppose, do try and tailor your CVs per job role. Have a look what they've posted in the job description. If they say business development, you go, I've never done business development. Fuck it, it's there. I'm gonna put it as a keyword at the top of my CV. Just fill the top of your CV with keywords. And the reason I suppose it's relevant is, so Daniel, you were asked for help writing a CV recently, weren't you?
Oh God, no, please don't. Yes, I was. But unfortunately, I'm helping someone non-IT related, and they're doing up their CV. And remember the episode of The Simpsons where Homer has the Dancing Jesus page, where he has all these like GIFs. Like he just has a web page, but it's like this is full of GIFs, stats, and stuff like that. Imagine that, but in CV land. That's how I could describe this person's CV, if you know what I mean. Just images everywhere, like just So go on, Connor. So how does this? Go tell us about this in the ATS, God. I want to know.
Don't fill your CV with pictures, especially not pictures of lavender fields at the top. It does nothing for your CV. Keep that for your LinkedIn or your social media, whatever it might be. Do not put it into your CV.
I think some of these ATSs have they kind of have validations as well in terms of from the user's perspective. So when you're going through the workflow saying import your CV, it will try to load it up. So it kind of guarantee, so you have all the fields and it tries to map it to the fields. And that's why some people go, if you upload a CV and it doesn't fill out anything, like your education is missing or half of it's there and the other half is not, and then it's up to you to fill it in. And so that's a nice little fail safe for if you see a CV do that, at least you're more comfortable knowing it didn't get parsed to oblivion and back. It wasn't just bastardized and thrown into the bin.
So if you go to apply for a job and you use the autofill with resume and it fills in nothing, you're probably in trouble.
Yeah, it's kind of that's a good point. If the website does fill in nothing, you need to update your CV so it can be better picked up by an ATS. Because if there's other websites that don't use it, so you upload your CV and it's like, oh, thank you, and that's probably chucked into the bin because you see basically your profile from a systems perspective comes across blank. You're Mr. Blank, and you have no experience. You don't have a name. You're Mr. Blank. Mr. Blank.
Yeah, you're probably not getting that job, But who knows? I suppose don't let any jobs intimidate you, with their job descriptions and stuff. I'm convinced recruiters these days are putting in just stuff into the job spec to see if people are reading it. A bit like, was it years ago? What games company was it, or was it a retailer put in their CV? You sell us your soul or something.
Yeah,
in their terms and conditions. I think job descriptions are going that way. I think they chuck in things now just to see if people are reading. Exciting opportunity for an intern. 6 years required for this piece of software that's only been around for 3 years. Yeah,
it's exactly the same for the terms and conditions. It's like you're playing when you play these kind of indie or knockoff games sometimes, and it's like the terms and conditions have blah 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 blah. You agree to for League of Legends. What? This isn't League of Legends. What's going on here? They just copied the terms and conditions from League of Legends because why not? It works for those guys, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you don't have your own legal team, just take someone else's. On that, I suppose, news, or have you seen any shows or anything recently that you'd like to recommend to the audience? Or
there's one actually German one that I'm watching at the moment called something. Oh man, Yugoland or some hell. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher the name of this. It's German. Helgoland 513. It's basically in a world where COVID, but it's not COVID, but a virus kind of kills most of the world population, and there's an island off near Germany, off German island that's can only have a population of 513 people because that's what scientifically proves that it's sustainable and all that based on the resources. But yeah, I'm working through it now at the moment. Just got released 2024. It's on Sky Atlantic if you're UK or Ireland based, and yeah, it seems good. There's only 8 episodes in season 1. I'm on episode 6. Yeah, so I'd recommend it so far.
All right, I'll add it to the list of shows that I watch a few episodes, go, this is great, and then I get derailed and never come back.
I have an idea, right? If I go to Netflix with a show that they've already made and cancelled, and see do they pick up on your pitch? So because they have so much shite, right? And just see if you pitch something that's already been made and cancelled. Will they realize it?
You're trying to you think Netflix have their own version of ATS for movies, and you think you see if you can get past it or not. You're like, yes, my show got in there. Yeah. Did Netflix quality check it? No, they had a system do it, and I passed.
Or just kind of copy what they already do, and just my new show that I'm pitching to Netflix coming in a few years called Stranger Danger Things. So yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So look out on a Netflix near you soon.
Netflix near you soon. Well, thanks very much for joining us today. We're going to keep it short and snappy as per our new format. But feel free to join us again next week or in the near future if we can stick to an editing schedule.
Yeah, so just before Connor goes, you can email us at virtuallyredundant@gmail.com if you have any queries. But enjoy the new format, short, sweet, to the point. Well, we'll go off on tangents, I'm sure. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll try and be more jokey next time, but we're actually trying to stick to a time scale now, so we need a bit of practice. We're a little bit out of practice. Goodbye.
Goodbye.